I really want to get as many people involved as possible because, and like not just people, but like people I know, so that we can work together as a team and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I just reached out to Bryce from Boyd Hill the other day, him and Todd actually. Todd does a lot of their art, and said, look, like this is what I'm doing. I've got this Metaverse Snowskate shop or board shop. By the way, I'm the first board shop in the Metaverse. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
Basic Boards is the first board
That's
shop in the
sick.
Metaverse. But I
And
talked to
that's
Bryce.
skate. Is that skate,
It
surf?
will be. It will be.
No.
I hope, like in the future, it will be everything. At this point, it's just the pow surfs and the snow skates. But we'll have
Yeah.
skateboard, like you name it. We're gonna have everything in there. But yeah, I told Bryce, like, I'm not trying to hold out on anyone. Bryce, you want to put Boyd Hill snow skates in my Metaverse shop? Hell yeah! Like, he's a good homie. The whole snow skate community is all homies, right? So like,
yeah,
or for the most part, like,
the ones that want to be.
like, yeah, well, and I'm like, I've been playing Adrian's movies in there. I'm like, big sign in there that says, these films were all done by Adrian Rasmussen. Like, if I've got artwork that's other people's stuff, I put like, art by so and so. Like, it's not all about me. I'm trying to make my space equitable for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like trying to help. Like, fuck, if I can get more sales for Bryce and I can get more sales for Hovland, like whoever, I don't care. I just want, like, the snow skate industry.
Dude,
like,
I'm wondering if, so you sell clothing, and I don't think I'm recording this, but I don't know if you noticed, my thing just cut out. So okay. I probably won't be using this, but even though this one's awesome. But I think maybe when in March, let's revisit this. Yeah. Well, I actually kind of want to do it before then, but we can revisit it for the show then. But like, I've been throwing around the idea of a shirt with like the brain on it or something, yeah. So it looked like you had a clothing. I guess what I was trying to ask in the show was, is that all the space you have? But it looks like you can build up, so you could have like a million floors.
In Decentraland, I can only build up 5 stories. Like, there's like a whatever the height restriction is. And what I've figured is if I keep the stories at a good size, then I can fit 5.
Okay.
So I usually have four floors inside the building and then like a rooftop patio.
But you've got 3 of those floors.
And a roof. You didn't even see
dedicated.
The roof is a pool.
Oh.
With a huge screen.
You've got a couple of those rooms dedicated to your challenge or whatever to find the coin.
The whole building is dedicated to the challenge because I want people to travel through the whole building and see basic boards, Swampton snow skates, the poker game, everything. I want people to see everything I'm trying to offer, as well as see my building skill in the game, so that potentially someone else who might own land or whatever wanting to invest might say, hey, I like the building you built. Can you build one for me? I'll pay you.
So there's
people in the game that just build buildings and then they put them on that marketplace.
Have you looked at land around your spot
to try and buy more?
Yeah,
I have.
Is it pricey?
Here's another one of these stories. So a couple weeks ago, it's probably a month ago now, me and my buddy are like, fuck, we really should buy more land. Like, this one piece is awesome, but if we had more, not even just to do games, but like the fact that the money that these are going to be worth, fuck, like, I want to buy a quad. I want to buy a 2x2, like a nice 4 square. So I'm looking, I'm like, man, 20 grand is the cheapest one. I'm like, that's a bit rich for me. I'm like, I don't know. I don't really want to pull the funds out of this token that's doing well right now, and blah, 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 blah. And we hummed and hawed about it. The next fucking day I looked, the currency
50.
of mana, which is in game, went from 80 cents to like $3 or $4 almost overnight. And the land went twice that.
Ugh.
So the land, so that 4 piece that was 20 grand last night is now $500,000. No, like $500,000.
What?
It wasn't like they were like, oh, well, the dollar went up $4. I'm just going to multiply this by 4. No, they were like, holy shit, things are happening. Boom. And the price of everything just went nuts.
Oh
And
man.
I'm just sitting there going, oh, idiot. And I bought that last night.
There's nothing out in the boonies. Is that
Now the cheapest piece of land right now, I think is between 15 and 20 grand.
wow?
Yeah, which still, as crazy as it sounds, I think that's still a good investment, because again, some of them are trying to sell them for half a
But
mil.
is that US dollars?
US
15?
dollars.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Wow, that bonus.
I watched a YouTube video that said, if you're mad you missed out on the housing market, get in on the virtual housing market. It will be just the same. And I was like, yeah, right.
It sounds
By the
like
way,
it was. It just
yes, I dropped $1,200 on a piece of land. It was like, let's see what happens. And the amount that it's gained since then, I was like, holy shit. And then I went and bought, in this other game, between me and my buddy, we have 13 pieces of land instead of just one. And the other game is more like,
that's the Snoop Dogg one.
yeah, that one's more like Minecrafter, where you're like, everything is square.
Oh,
Everything. So everything you build, it's like Lego. Like you like,
oh,
if you want it to be round, you got to put a whole bunch of squares to make it look like it's round.
oh, gotcha.
But the possibilities in that game are insane, what people are doing already. I was like blown away. So I started building my basic board shop. I have AI avatars in my space that they're like salespeople.
Oh,
So you walk into the basic shop and there's just avatars walking around. You go up to one of them. The one guy says, yo, what's good? Welcome to the basic board shop. Here you can buy snowboards in crypto or fiat currency. And then you go talk to another guy, and the other guy's like, oh yeah, these guys build boards out of hemp and bamboo. They're all eco-friendly. Like, I've got all these people just in my building that just spit out information to people that walk in and talk to them.
dude, that's awesome. How many people do you get? I
dug a cave underneath the store out of snow, and that's where the weed smoking goes on. So all the guys down there all have blunts hanging out of their mouths.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Yeah. So you get
endless.
Could you put like Aqua Brain episodes on the screens down there in the weed house?
I would love to. Yeah.
Dude.
I would love to put some Aqua Brain stuff up. Again, I want to try and get everyone that we know basically involved somehow.
Well, see,
because that's how these things really work. And gain like in the crypto world, in order for a currency to be good, a lot of people need to get behind it. Or a piece of art, like these huge art collections you hear about. They're like, my God, like the Snoop Dogg thing. This guy has how many pieces of art that are worth, Bored Ape Yacht Club. You can't buy one for less than 200K. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
That is crazy.
But it's because of the community that bought those that makes it so great. Wow. Because the people are also stoked. They're part of this community, and they all are like pumping it up to make it bigger and better. So if we got all the Snowskate crew together and we start working on projects together and start like really pushing each other, the possibilities.
We wouldn't snowskate anymore.
Maybe not. Or we would have
in the summer
to buy a huge fucking compound for us.
Dude, how sick would that be? Just somewhere where it gets some snow, but it's like it's not super extreme in either way.
You get someone like Ryan. What's the guy's name at Hovland that does all their designs? Why can't I think of it at the moment? I can see his face.
It's not Wall. Is it Wahlberg?
No, he's got a. Fuck, I can't think of his name.
Well, I know. Doesn't
Gel
Clemmer, Angelica Clemmer? Doesn't she do art for them? Is there like another guy?
Worked with them. She has worked with them. She has worked with them. But the main art guy, Ryan something. I want to say Palmer, but Palmer's from fucking.
It might actually be Palmer.
It's not Palmer.
It's not
I know
Palmer?
He's part of Hovland. No, he's like their like R&D guy.
Well, okay, so you talk to him.
Anyway, so the guys that are really good at art, you get them to work on like NFT projects, and then you get everybody else behind them to like pump these projects up.
Yeah.
Fuck, if you could sell out one of these NFT collections, the amount of money that these people are making is unbelievable. Because they're
Wow.
making like one piece of art, or let's say 10 pieces of art, and then they put it into like a generator in the computer, like some kind of coding that spits out a whole like 10,000 images just like it, but they just change up traits just a tiny bit.
Oh,
Like
crazy.
instead of a
So
green
they're
background, it
unique.
has a, yes, every one of them is unique. Some of them are more rare than others and worth more. So if you
Wow.
could sell 10,000 pieces
Yeah.
at, fuck, I mean, the cheapest, most of these are going for like $200 is usually the starting point. Well, 200 times 10,000, that's a big number,
Yeah.
a very, very big
Wow.
number.
And is
And
all
that,
that crypto?
yep. And
That's
that
all
is
in crypto.
only, yeah. And it's only your first sales, like your first layer of sales. Once someone flips that, like they've already bought it, let's say they bought it for 200 bucks. Now
Yeah.
they turn around and flip it for 500. The artist or the group that's all involved, who are the artists essentially,
Yeah.
they are getting whatever percent they put into the thing in the first place back out. So if you decide you want 10% of every piece of art you create on there, you will get 10% of every sale forever.
Whoa, bro.
So yeah, the first sale is only 200 bucks. So you only got well, you got nothing because you got the whole 200 bucks.
The
right?
meta.
As the first sale.
It's the
But the
metaverse,
second
baby.
sale, let's say it sells for 2,000, well, you get 10% of that. So you just got another 200 bucks on that sale.
Damn.
And let's say that now because it went for 2,000, people are like, holy shit, this is actually a real collection. And now you got Snoop Dogg rolls in and he pays $20 million for one of your NFTs. Well, you just made 10% of that again.
Wow. Snoop
And it's
Dogg would
continuous.
love my daughter's art.
There you go.
I know that's
right.
true.
So like, that's really why I want to get more people that I know involved, so that like, not only do I have more people to help like work with all this stuff, but people that I can kind of trust. Not that I can't trust them, but like people that we deal with now, we don't know who they are. We're just meeting them in the metaverse, and who knows what their intentions are. Whereas I know Drew's a good guy. I know Bryce is a good guy. I know Brian Wilson's a good guy. These aren't the kind of guys that are going to try and just, that are just telling you stories so that they can steal everything out of your back pocket while you're not paying attention.
Yeah. It's true.
Right? Like, whereas, I'm not saying the metaverse in general, but the internet in general, there's a lot of people like that out there looking to take advantage, right?
Well, and one of my first things when we were talking, I'm like, all right, so I'm always looking for like, where's the scam in this? Right.
Right.
Where's the freaking pyramid scheme that's happening?
Right.
Like that's just kind of my first,
sure, of course,
my first instinct. So, but hey, I don't want to spoil it all here. You got to stay tuned for the full episode. It's coming up. You got to forgive me. I lost my thing, but we got Jon Stephan on Aqua Brain. So check out our chat.